All right, welcome to May, everybody. We're kicking it off in Taurus this time around. Next, when we do the mid-month, I'll kick it off in Gemini because we'll be in Gemini season. So we do have a lot going on at the very end of April. This reading is for May, and I will look at Taurus right now: Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. These are all general readings. So if your sun sign doesn't resonate for you, check out your Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. All right, check that out. In May, I will be doing a moon class. So everything moon, your moon sign. We're talking about moon rituals for new moons and full moons, working with north nodes, everything moons, because north node is a lunar node of your moon. So a lunar node of your moon. That's redundant, but it's a lunar node. So we'll be talking about working with that energy, and that class will be on May 10th. All right, so there's a link in the description box if you want to join on. All right, what's going on for Taurus? We have a lot to talk about with Taurus. We have this full moon, this moon coming up, new moon in Taurus. It is a partial solar eclipse. This is activation energy, eclipse time. It activates the North Node, which happens to be in Taurus. So this is why we're starting in Taurus right now. Lots to talk about. Enter, one step forward, one step onward. There's a labyrinth in the background of that. I love it when this shows up, especially for you guys, because this is something that has shown up in my readings time and time again that really blocks you from progress because there's so much fear around making a mistake. And when you frame it like that, I understand that. But how about framing it in a different way for yourself? That might be something to work on in May. Your greatest joy pollinates the world, like exploration, creativity, all of those things. And, you know, a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, you know, look around in your personal planets and see what other kind of energies are there. That's why we're talking about the moon. The moon is your deepest feeling. It's also the thing you fear most. It's the thing that you want to ultimately align with, and that dictates path. Okay, so everything connected to the moon, it's like we're kind of working it out in this lifetime to uncover and bring to light this path, what we're working on doing in this lifetime. Some of you are being asked to get into your joy and happiness. Now, if you have a resistance to that, that's something to work on. Okay, that the belief system that real work can't be fun, can't bring out your joy. That's something to work on too. So let's see where we go with the reading. I feel like you are being asked to move forward and experiment a little bit. Give yourself the permission to be creative and try things out. What's fun for you? What's joyful for you? What brings you comfort and ease? These are all things connected to Taurus. All right, so you might want to manifest in your own energy a little bit more. That's a really cool thing. All right, look what's coming up. Crossroads coming up. Two of Wands. Which way should I go? Which way should I go? I think this is what we fear. And this has nothing to do with being a Taurus. I think this is what we all fear, is that, if I make a mistake, then this is like catastrophic. Okay. Five of Cups, loss, catastrophic loss, right? So I'm standing at this crossroads, Ace of Wands and Two of Wands. What do I do next? Knight of Cups, Chariot, World, Queen of Cups, beautiful energy here. Five of Pentacles, lots of fear, Eight of Swords, Hermit, and the Ace of Cups. All right, thank you for that. In the extended, I will look at Cancer, Virgo, Cancerians, and Virgos. You might be connected with one of those. I do feel like love is the thing that shifts you out of this belief system that making one false move is going to send you down like a irreversible path. And we don't want to go back, though. Like, go down this path. If the path is not to your liking, step into joy, there's somebody here who's going to show you the way. Okay. I do feel like there is a teacher or a guide or something. Could be connected to a loving partner, someone who is a love partner, but who's also a teacher for you. And this person is going to show you it's going to like show you the way out of this kind of thinking. Eight of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Some of you may go through a situation where you feel like you have lost something, but only to see that on the other side of this is something so much brighter and more beautiful, and you will be just standing there kind of in gratitude. Like, if you think something's going on right now or something's going to show itself that's a little bit difficult, what I'm seeing here is that inside it is a lesson of inspiration, a lesson of what true love shows. It's kind of like it gets you out of yourself, out of your rut, out of your way of thinking, and into a path that's much more heart-centered. Okay, this is like inspirational change. I do feel like there's a person coming on the path who is going to shift you. This Judgment and this World card makes me feel like this is a destined, fated person, a soul contract that is going to be showing up here. This Queen of Cups. All right, so it could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and I see Virgo here. All right, let me do a little clarifying. All right, so I'm going to clarify some of these scary cards. All right, so Ten of Swords. Please clarify the Ten of Swords. There's nowhere to go but up, right? Nine of Wands, Ten of Cups, Two of Wands again. This is your choice, my darling. Four of Swords. Now, what's happening here is simultaneously you are coming to a crossroads. This is a soul contract kind of experience. You're coming to a crossroads. You do have a choice. You do have a choice. And you may feel like if I go down this road and there's some kind of thing happens that brings an ending that I don't necessarily want. There could be some kind of family fallout, some kind of falling out. Okay? But what this does is it pushes you toward your healing. It pushes you toward your best and highest self. It gives you freedom. Okay? Whatever is coming to an end right now gives you freedom. So you can see it. You can see the gratitude for what has ended. I feel like you come out of it pretty quickly. I don't think this is a situation where you fall down a well and you're like depressed or anything like that for any length of time. I think this is a quick cut, okay? And there's some remembrance of some gratitude for some, thank you for, helping me move through this quickly. It doesn't feel like it hangs around a lot. Because I feel like this person that comes in, or this experience, let's just call it an experience. Let's not just focus on that it's people or jobs or anything like that. The next experience that comes in is inspirational and shines a light on your true nature, your true self. And that is uplifting. And it's showing you that some of the concerns you had about the world were pretty small potatoes compared to where you're going. All right. I feel like this is a bringing you up into the world, a bringing you bigger into the world. You could be stepping into your own spiritual path a lot more. You could be stepping into being a teacher and a guide. There is an experience that's showing up here that makes me feel like it will quantum leap you forward. This is a quantum leap. These experiences, this Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups, doesn't fit you anymore. It doesn't suit you anymore. It's too small. All right, so clarify the Five of Cups for me. Hierophant, another five. Judgment. Hermit, again. Five of Pentacles, again. Look at all the fives here. Knight of Pentacles and the Empress. I feel like this has to do, and you are the Hierophant card. That is a Taurus card. So I feel like this has to do with planting the seeds for a bigger experience. you might have been playing a little bit too small. Something is closing up in your life. There's no doubt about that. But I feel like if you seek the spiritual silver lining in this case, you will find it. And not only that, but it will bring in new experiences that will be uplifting, inspirational guidance for you. There is love here. There is an opportunity for love here to move quickly. Some of you could be ending a relationship, ending a marriage. That will be over. Okay? It will be over. And there's a sense here of like standing at the crossroads quite a long time. Not really sure of what to do next because of that fear of taking a wrong turn. Okay? I'm going to go deeper into this. I do see a lot of Virgo here. The Hermit showing up a couple times. There's a teacher lover on the path here. All right, so I will look at that Virgo energy. Let's see, Virgo. I see you here again, Taurus. Lots of Taurus here. So you're represented by the major arcana cards, which is I mean, we all are, but like here you're showing up a lot. Taurus is showing up a lot. Doesn't always show up in your readings, right? So you are showing up here and you are in the experience. It's not like something off stage. It's happening right now. It is in front of you, literally. I will look at Virgo, like I said, Virgo, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We'll take a look at all those, okay? I'm going to continue on. This is your May reading. Taurus, the link is below. Otherwise, Gemini starts right now. Hey, Gemini, welcome in. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see where we go. This is a reading for May. If some of you missed my video about 3 things to watch out for in May in terms of the astrology, I'm going to put a card right here so you can go check it out. All right, let's see what's going on for Gemini in May. We're almost to your birthday. All right, that's coming at the end of this month. So let's see what's happening for you. In the extended, I will use this cool new oracle deck. I got the Hidden Truth Oracle. That's gonna, I mean, that thing is crazy good. Okay, so we'll see that in the extended. Any zodiac signs I do see in this reading, I will check them out in the extended, okay? All right. Your 111-year-old self. Oh, some guiding wisdom here. I'm a galactic star seed blooming. I like that. And your great wave awaits. Wow, there's some new opportunities coming in here based on some very smart decisions you have made. Some of you have really been accessing your wisdom, doing the work, blooming, doing your spiritual work, but also just kind of doing better at life here. Making better decisions, allowing yourself to be more human and less, I don't know what the word is. We'll see what shows up here. 9 of Swords. There's a lot of worry. It could be some perfectionism. That's what I was getting at. Like, there's a lot of worry that I'm not doing it right, that, I'm not seeing any results yet. Look at that. 6 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 6 of Cups, 4 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles. Look at all those 6s. Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and your card is the 6, right? 6 of the major arcana is the Lovers. So lots of 6s here. Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. Wow. So here you are. Some of you may have a love triangle going on. I don't know that that's very many of you. I feel like this is more about your shifting in your own energy here. 6 of Wands, victory, 9 of Wands, victory over a lot of problems. Some of you have really gone through it, okay? And, have had to deal with a lot. I like this very much. The 4 of Swords, the healing energy here, and then the Page of Cups. Beautiful, like a brand new day. Some of you could be connected to an Aquarius or a Virgo. All right. I feel like someone has given you some kind of kindness. I feel like this is somebody who starts out as a friend. There's some kind of kindness here, some kind of balance that's taking place. It's almost like you had to go through a lot of hard, difficult, hard fought wisdom. And now you are being sort of paid back for your efforts. You might have been very kind to someone in the past, and now this is coming back around to you. I want to clarify your great wave awaits. Queen of Swords and King of Swords. Very well balanced connection here. Knight of Pentacles. Ah, okay. The Fool, Knight of Cups, and then the Emperor. All right, I see this. I saw this a little bit in the Sag reading too, but it does feel to me that there is full steam ahead here. This beautiful energy of moving forward. Put a lot of time and effort into something, and it's finally going to blossom. Finally. Okay? And it's really rooted in the fact that in the past, you know, you've done something good. You've done something good in the past. And it's like you're being paid back karmically. I feel like you did let go of a thing. You did let go of a way of behaving or whatever. You've overcome your anxiety. You've overcome how you have been experiencing life, and you basically have shifted into a new way. It's no longer this emotional, anxious, whatever. You're finally seeing the future much more clearly, right? The wisdom from the past is informing the future. I like that a lot. What is this Page of Cups? Ah, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. Look at Death energy. Wow. Knight of Wands. So we've got 3 knights over here. The Emperor. Some of you have some decisions to make. I feel like you might have a couple of new love opportunities coming in, Gemini. You might have hung out with someone for the past 6 years that wasn't giving you anything. There wasn't a balance with this person. But during that time, you used it to heal yourself, to work on yourself. And now there's going to be a lot of opportunity. Okay? So you might not have realized what you were doing was raising your vibration and helping you transform. In fact, it was probably kind of painful to be dealing with someone who wasn't giving anything back to you, but they weren't. They weren't. It's likely they didn't have much to give. All right. It's likely that they didn't have much to give. And I feel like all of a sudden there are multiple opportunities coming across your path. You might not connect the dots here between, you know, hanging on to a situation that was empty or that wasn't giving you anything, doing your own and turning into doing your own healing work. And now all of a sudden you have a lot of opportunity. I'm here to connect the dots for you, that it's because you kind of shifted out of this, you know, staying in a hollow kind of space, but you did something with it. You did something with it that improved your future life. So good for you. This could have been over the last 6 years or so. Definitely over the last 6 years. I see Scorpio here. I see Sag. I see Aries. Scorpio, Sag, Aries. This could be any one of those. Let's continue to clarify here. 6 of Cups. Why is the 6 of Cups here? 7 of Cups. What was this one here? Oh, look at this. 6, 7, 8. 8 of Cups. 5 of Swords and the Star. The healing work has been a spiritual path. Okay, this has been a spiritual path. You finally decided what you wanted after lots of manipulation, lots of toxic relationships. Here's Aquarius. You could have been in a very toxic relationship with an Aquarius. All right, and you've finally done the work of healing yourself. I don't know what happens to this Aquarius, if they just disappear or they become a friend. Okay, if you have been trying to date this person or something like that, this person becomes a friend or becomes somebody who is It's like they're out of the romantic realm for you. The person who is the romantic partner, Sag, Scorpio, Aries, um, is wanting to come in. And I do feel like you have done such good work. I love the energy of the Six of Pentacles. There's something in you that's gotten very balanced. Very balanced. Okay? I'm going to continue on with this and we'll see where we go with this relationship. Like I said, I will look at Aquarius too. Aries, Aquarius, Sag, and Scorpio. All right? So, and I'm also going to use that Hidden Truth Oracle. What's really going on here? Okay, Gemini, that's what's going on for May. The link is below if you want to continue on and go deeper into this reading. Otherwise, Taurus, no. Cancer starts right now. All right, welcome in, Cancerians. How are you? This is your May reading. Let's see where we go. These are general readings, so feel free to swap around the energies. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. That is true for all of the readings. All right, let's see where we go. In May, I'm doing a moon class. You might be interested in that, Cancer, since moon rules you. I'm going to be talking about full moon and new moon rituals. I'll be talking about north nodes since they're nodes of the moon. I'll be talking about moon signs. So if you're interested in that, there's a link in the description box. That is happening May 10th. All right, let's see where we go. How can this be a wonderful win-win-win? You will only see the way by making the way. And coming soon, welcome to the next ascending age. So there is a lot of energy shifting this month in May. A lot of planets are moving into Aries, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, moving into Aries. And that is about breaking through any kind of stagnation or breaking through any kind of lagging feeling, like nothing's like can't get out of my own way, going around in circles, not sure what to do. That's all gonna clear out in May. We are gonna have a lot of really good, favorable Mars energy or Aries energy. Mars in Aries is the rulership. So it really, to me, that's just a beautiful, beautiful energy. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we go for Cancer in that energy. Four of Wands. All right, Four of Wands underneath. There's Mars right there, Emperor. High Priestess, also connected to the moon and connected to Cancer, connected to your sign. Five of Cups. All right. Aquarius energy in the Star. Wow, you got a lot of major arcana cards here. Let's see. The Star, the Magician. Six of Cups. Sun, Three of Wands, Nine of Swords. There's an opportunity coming in here. I feel like you have manifested this. I see Gemini here. I look into these signs in the extended. I will look at Aries, Aquarius, Leo, and Gemini. So for you, there may be the movement forward for you that I was just talking about may kind of manifest itself in a feeling of, yes, I'm moving forward, but you may tend to focus on what you're leaving behind instead of, yay, this is a great move forward. Too much looking back is going to feel difficult, okay? It is going to bring about anxiety and difficult feelings. I almost feel like you're manifesting someone to come back into your life. Like you're kind of thinking about this person and thinking about this person, and they show up. Now, it doesn't feel to me like maybe it shows up the way you wanted it to. All right, so this person could materialize. At first, you might be very happy with this. The Sun card here, you might be very happy with this person showing up. They are showing up as the Star and the Magician energy. So air energy. This person is very kind of like breaking the rules to show up. Magician doesn't give a fig about rules, and the star is the rebel. So, excuse me, I feel like this person shows up and, you know, you might have just been thinking in general terms of like, this is what I want to move away from. I don't want to have a relationship like that one anymore. Or I don't want to reinvent that in my life anymore. Because we're really talking about what are you, excuse me, what are you wanting to create? And I see that you might be manifesting from a position of, well, I don't want that. All right. I sure as hell don't want that. So do yourself a favor. Whenever you feel like you're doing that, it's best to shift out of that into shifting into joy and happiness. This is also a manifestation card. But I'm getting this 9 of Swords feeling of, I don't really know how to get what I want other than seeing it through the lens of what I've already had. Like it's kind of defining your perception here. So I'm going to clarify the 5 of Cups. Strength, more Leo energy. 6 of Swords, Empress, and the 3 of Wands again. Okay. So some of you may, I'll be a little more specific here. Some of you may be looking back at a time when you were part of a third party and really regretting that, feeling like, ugh, that was just some serious low vibe. I'm feeling much better now. I'm focusing on what I really want to create. But somewhere along the line, you step into this kind of old cycle that you've had. And it produces the person to come like bam, all of a sudden they're here. You're not even really thinking about them too long and they show up. Okay, woo. I couldn't let you get close to me. I'm so attracted to you. Just being near you is intoxicating. It's time for me to heal now. So this person comes back around. There's definitely some kind of really powerful sexual attraction between the two of you. And it's possible that this person shoved you away, pushed you away, did something a little unforgivable. They got work to do. It's time for me to heal now. They definitely have work to do. And this person comes back around. I almost feel like there's it's a very, I don't know about, well, it seems like it's a fleeting connection. Like you see them at the grocery store, you see them at a party, you see them out at a restaurant, something. It's like, you know, passing in the night, ships that pass in the night. But it's like, really what this is the universe is showing you what a powerful manifester you are. And don't focus on this person. Okay? Because I feel like you could go down this road of 9 of Swords here, feeling like, oh no, not that again, right? Like, I don't want to get into that again. Page of Swords, 9 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords. So this says to me that the message that the universe is trying to send you is be super specific as to what you do want to create. Stand in the energy of what it is you most want, as opposed to what you don't want. I know that that is a very common thing to do because we don't know the way forward. But it's like time to put some work into your mindset, and telling yourself, what stories are you telling yourself? How did this manifest before? Why did this show up in my life? That might be the question to ask yourself. There's a mindset here of, I don't deserve what I truly want, so I can get it kind of around the back, or I can get it kind of incrementally. I can touch it one day. It's not, my life is not meant to be. There's something here that's like a little negative. Like, it's time to really release that. Put the work into releasing that mindset. Okay? So in a way, it's time for you to heal from this now. All right. In a way, this person may show up and show you themselves again. And you may think, because this is the healing energy of the star here and the magician, someone who's very intoxicatingly powerful. But I want to say to you that really what they're doing is they're showing you it's time for you to heal from this and have it be gone. Okay. Really put in some time and effort healing that. Your job here is to stand in the light of joy, right? This is Venus. Venus is also moving into Aries. All right. So we have the Emperor and the Empress here. Some of you may be working on finding your divine feminine. Now, divine feminine is not about gender. So if you feel like you have, if you're a female and have a lot of masculine energy, you could be balancing that. If you're a masculine energy, you could be adding more feminine energy to your own in order to attract someone who is balanced, attract someone who is what you truly want, what you think you may not deserve. You're going to figure that out. You're going to finally transcend that, okay, in May. So I'm going to continue on with this reading. I see Virgo, Leo, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, more Leo, Taurus, Libra. That's a lot. All right, we'll look at all of those in the extended. There's a link below if you want to continue on with me. Otherwise, the Leo reading starts right now. Going on for my darling Leos. Let's see what's going on here. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anything I see in the reading, any zodiac sign I see, I'll pull some cards around that in the extended. So let's see what's going on for May. For Leo, feel free to swap around the energies. These are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If this doesn't resonate with you, Leo sun sign, check out your Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. All right, let's see where we go. The universe wants to co-conspire with you. Hello, the universe wants to manifest with you. Every cycle is a higher opportunity. Good deal. Starseed. Oh, my. I think I might read that one to you in a little bit. I got my little book here, so hang on. Let's put out the reading. I am going to use this Hidden Truth Oracle in the extended. All right, let's use you. So, it does feel like some of you are kind of blossoming right now, or you're coming into your own. I have been talking a lot about how this summer around your birth time or your birthday is going to be a very important portal. So I'll talk more about that as we get there. But since you are Leo, this has to do with the choices we make right now in May. If you're choosing to put everybody else on your back and overwork at work, it's going to get harder. If you choose to lighten up and be happy and joyful with what you have, more of that will come. So this is going to be one of those years where the choices you make on the eclipses, which is happening now in May, are going to reverberate a lot this summer, okay? So let's see where we go. Queen of Swords underneath, energy of clarity, all right? Page of Wands, Tower, all right? Hanged Man, Ten of Swords, Empress, Nine of Cups. I saw that in the shuffle. Justice, Judgment. Wow. Justice, Judgment, and the Knight of Wands. So in the extended, I will look at Taurus and Libra. More Libra here. And Sag. Okay, so you might be dealing with people of those signs. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay. I feel like especially a Libra. For some reason, I'm feeling a lot of Libra energy here. This is about balance. If there's anything in your life that is out of balance, it's time to fix it now. Like I said, if you're working too many hours and it's not really getting you anywhere, it's time to stop doing that. Okay? If you feel there's some reason you might be doing this, but it's no longer going to have a place in your life. Page of Wands and Ten of Swords. There's a message coming through, especially with Tower and Ten of Swords here. I feel like you're making choices that are more loving to the self and are going to bring in exactly what you want, even if it feels counterintuitive. So what I said to you about, I don't know why this is coming up, but it is about your work. If you are working too hard, if you have like this toxic productivity, if you're working a culture like that, you might want to choose to leave that because it's just going to get harder. It's just going to get worse, not going to get better. I see that it's almost like you have to reorient yourself. Like, what am I doing? Look at your life right now. What's out of balance? Look at your bank account. Am I spending money on things I value? Like, I spend money on my house. I spend money on my animals. I spend money on, a trip. I spent money on doing things that were powerful for me, important for me, workshops, or I spent money on my kids and that, got me somewhere. If there's something that you're spending a lot of money on that's getting you nowhere, time to stop. Time to cut off those gym memberships if you never show up. Okay? It's time to cut away a lot of these things that are really getting in the way of the next place you're going, the next level of your life. It's really time to cut these things off. Because I do feel like the universe does want to co-conspire with you, and you are moving up. You are opening up to this starseed energy, or some of you may be just being aware that you're a starseed. Maybe that's a new experience. I'm going to read this to you right now. Okay, this is an 8 card, interestingly enough. If you take my numerology class, 8s are about industry and work. So this is showing up a couple of times in this reading. Mm-hmm. The right seeds always bloom. Just as an acorn is blueprinted to grow into a mighty oak tree, you too carry the seed of the universe within you, ready to spring forth. The word entelechy means the fullest realization of a thing, and that's what you have within you. It's like your highest self, guiding you to thrive in the greater mythic story unfolding. Your starseed has been planted, or more accurately, planeted here on Earth for a reason. Invoke your entelechy to hear more. So your homework, Leo, is what have I been seeded to do? Some of you are awakening to the notion that there's too much 3D focus. Like I said, with work, spending too much time and effort on something that's not really yielding anything. If you want to balance it out, it doesn't mean you have to quit everything. It just means you need balance. You also might want to activate your cosmic DNA. You might want to do some work around that. You might want to do some work around your chakras, clearing them, healing, doing some work that is going to change your perspective on what you're spending time on in your life. Change your perspective. I do feel like there's a message coming in that it's going to end anyway. Okay? It's going to end anyway, whether you choose it or not. I feel like you might have already chosen it through your the starseed mission that you have here. I feel like you might have this is already destined to kind of go away. Empress, 9 of Cups. This is about birthing what you really want, not what you necessarily have created so far, but what you really want. What do you want to make of this life? I see balance here, justice and judgment. Justice and judgment. This is a very powerful combination. It is Libra, and it is also a cosmic crossroads. It's time. It's time to move forward. Knight of Wands. You could be dealing with like a Taurus or a Libra. I said Libra is really loud here, or you could be dealing with a Sag. All right, you could be dealing with a Sag. Let me clarify a few things here, okay? Because the Page of Wands is like a messenger comes in and all of a sudden Tower happens. All right, Tower. Let's see. Clarify the Tower for me. 4 of Pentacles. 2 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Wow. And the Star. Aquarius energy. Very nice healing energy here. Some of you have been focused too much on your money or spending too much time on things that are not bringing you joy or love. That's over. That's over. This is being healed for you right now. Some of you may be bringing in like the love of your life here. And like I said, Libra, Aquarius, Sag, Taurus. All right, so I'm going to continue on with this reading. If this is your reading, it definitely feels to me like it's time for you to spend more time nurturing your dreams. All right, we'll see where we go. All right, link is below for you, Leo. Otherwise, the Virgo reading starts right now. All right, my darling Virgos, what is going on for you? Let's see what's going on. Feel free to swap around the energies. As always, I could be talking to a cross watcher. So this is your reading for May. It may resonate for you. It may not. Check out your moon rising or Venus sign if it doesn't. All right, let's see what's going on for you guys. In the extended, I will look at any zodiac signs that do show up, and I'm going to use this hidden truth oracle to kind of suss out what's going on behind the scenes. All right, if you haven't seen my 3 things to watch out for in May video, bing, here's a little card for you. All right. All right. I saw somebody watch my 3 things to watch out for in April. They watched it like maybe today, which is the end of April, and they're like, damn, I should have watched it earlier. So that's why I'm saying this. Watch it. Watch the May thing. All right, here's the ancestor card for you. Interesting. You are at the divine Y point. Big changes. A 33 card there. You decided to wake up, or else why would you draw me? Like, why would you even be working with cards if you weren't awake? I feel like there's messages trying to come through to you that are going to be, this is a very pivotal moment, okay? May of 2022 for you. Quite pivotal. And some of you are going to be kind of wrenched awake. I get this feeling of like all of a sudden there's like a next level kind of feeling to your awareness, to your intuition. Some of you could have some breakthrough communication with an ancestor, something like that. It's like a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough here. Okay. Yes. High Priestess. Absolutely. That is the spiritual connection we're talking about. 4 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Oh my goodness. 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Look at that. 2 of Swords. Interesting. Page of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. All right, my darling. So this has the feeling of like some kind of journey, Virgo. Starting out with the 4 of Wands. This is the card of celebration. It's the card of relationship. It's the card of joy. What was going on in that relationship was a lot of work. All right. I see a lot of work here. I see a lot of effort put in. And on the other side of this, I feel like you did put in your, you did your level best is what I'm trying to say. Why can't I say that? You did the work. All right. You put in the time and effort. I feel like this other person was, might have left you behind, or this other person, they were on some kind of spiritual quest. I don't think you got it at the time, but I think you do now. Okay? I think you do now. I think you kind of have woken up to the next level and are really on the path right now. There's other people who are trying to kind of push you back into your old life. All right? Push you back into something that wasn't good for you, or just kind of be like, oh yeah, like just, don't talk to me about spirituality. Don't talk to me about your spiritual path. There's people around you who just don't get you. Okay? Just do not get you. And that can feel like a kind of a lonely place. If you're somebody who's really opened up your spiritual path recently, you are really going to come into it now, because it might have been socially acceptable what you were doing before in terms of your circle. Like if you're not in a really spiritual group of friends or anything like that, family, and they're just kind of like looking at you with like blank stares, like we don't know what you're talking about. my feeling is that you might feel like you need to move on from this life. Like this life needs to be done. And I need to make a new life. I'm making a whole new life for myself. And that can feel very liberating, but can also feel a little bit like, wow, I'm kind of leaving behind a lot of people. I'm leaving behind a lot of people. Now, I feel like there's a couple of people on your path here who are going to be very, very helpful. This Queen of Swords, there could even be a teacher coming in, a healer, a guide, a mystic, someone who's going to validate what you're going through and help you move forward. I think you're going to leave these people behind in a very gentle kind of way. I don't really think you're going to hurt anyone. This could be leaving behind a spouse, leaving behind a partner, leaving behind a business partner, leaving behind a career. Just like, it's time for me to move forward. It's time for me to get out of this old life. And the time has come. I'm really seeing that very clearly. Let me clarify a few things here. Okay, it's time to get out of this. So why is the Seven of Cups showing up? Six of Pentacles, Hanged Man, Six of Swords. You're moving on here, Star, towards healing. I think you've tried to help other people. I think you have. I think you've sort of dipped into this spiritual connection that you have. Maybe you're opening up to becoming a medium or something like that. No one gets it. No one understands it. And you might feel a little bit like you have to release your whole entire life. I do like that you're going toward the Star, though. The Star feels very, it is a healing energy, but it's also hope. Okay? The Star is the energy of hope. Now, this is Pandora's box. In this deck, this is the mythic deck. And Pandora's box, it's like you feel like you've really done it this time, Schmedley. I've really kind of opened up to this new level of learning and healing and feeling and being in the world. And I feel alone. You could feel quite alone. But this Queen of Swords and Queen of Pentacles makes me feel good. It's almost like auntie energy, you know, your aunties, or it could be, like I said, a teacher. Seven of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Tower, Page of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like you walk away from a situation and then something really devastating happens. So you could be, let's say you leave a job behind, you decide you get a new job, you leave a job behind, and you know, you're kind of like, no one else gets it. They're like, why are you leaving? What are you doing? And like the following week, right after you leave, like that company implodes and everybody gets laid off or something like that. Like, it's almost like you knew in advance, you had an inkling that there was something going on here, that you needed to move on. And you might, you know, not really know why you feel like you want to move on, but you do. And then very quickly after that, something proves you correct. Okay. So this is a way of other people kind of going, oh shit, you really did know what you were talking about. You really had an intuitive hit about this place, and we should have listened to you. If this is about a relationship, you could be, you know, moving on to find someone. You're finding someone who's much better for you. And this person that you're leaving behind just has like something happened to them. Okay. I don't mean like, you know, physically or anything like that, but I do feel like the person in the past really does not do well without you. Okay. And it's quite possible that that person, you leave behind a relationship that everybody thought was like seemingly great, but there was something going on. That person was cheating or doing something, and you know, you're the one that broke it off. And so you're like, I don't know why I'm breaking this off, but this isn't right for me. And very quickly after that, you will be proven correct that the person was cheating or the person was doing something that is going to blow up in their face. Okay. And you're not going to be around to have to deal with the fallout. Good for you. You're not going to be the one who cleans up the mess here. That's good. Okay? This person is responsible for themselves. You move on from them. Nobody gets it, but within, I'm going to say, by July. So this is a May reading. By July, you will have been proven right. Okay? So I'm going to continue on. I will look at Aquarius. I don't see very many signs here. I see Cancer and Aquarius. I'm seeing a lot of Virgo and Cancerian energy, and then Aquarius shows up here. So I'll look at those two signs, and I will use this Hidden Truth Oracle. If this reading resonated for you, I'm going to continue on. There's a link below. Come on along. Otherwise, stay tuned for Libra. That's showing up next. All right, Libra, welcome in. Welcome into you. This is your May reading. Let's see what shows up here. Some of you may have seen that I did a reading. I'll put a little card here about 3 things to watch out for in May. So, astrologically speaking, so if you haven't seen that video, I'm not going to say it's a prerequisite to this reading because I don't really know if it is or not, but I'm feeling like I need to tell you about that video. Okay. All right. Let's see where we go. Feel free to swap around any energies. As always, I could be talking to a cross-watcher. So please just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Any zodiac signs that do show up, I will look at them in the extended. I'm going to use this Hidden Truth Oracle in the extended, which has been kind of fascinating. Seriously. In discerning the motives or the methodologies of people. Something like that. So let's see where you are right now. Ancestor. What, 3, 2, 1, jump? My, your 11-year-old self. That feels really good to me. This feels like you've shifted into a new cycle. All right, a new cycle, like you're 11 years old again, right? You might have been very, very wise and learned in this old cycle, but there's something shifting here and you're on the path to something new. So I do feel like you might have had some kind of messages come through to you that have sent you in this down this road. It was very purposeful. These are ancestor messages that came through to you. In case you're wondering, if you're feeling like, yeah, I just felt called to go down this road, it's a brand new thing. Yeah, your ancestors are guiding you, in case you're wondering. Okay? 5 of Cups underneath. High Priestess. Definitely being guided on your spiritual path here. High Priestess. Wow. Empress. 3 of Swords. All right, we'll see what that's about. Devil energy. Page of Pentacles. Okay. 6 of Cups. We got somebody coming back here. 5 of Swords. Hierophant. And the 7 of Cups. I think this is about a past relationship that you found was kind of sad for you. It was kind of like it never really got to where it needed to go. But it looks like you got a broken heart nonetheless. This person hadn't learned, or didn't learn, or didn't grow at all, and so you're like going down this different road. There is some kind of regret here, okay, for you. There might be some sadness of loss, whatever. This person could be Cancer, Taurus, there's Libra in there, Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, more Taurus, okay. I feel like they just didn't want to, I keep feeling like they didn't want to learn, but I'm going to clarify this Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. There's Virgo. So all the earth signs. Virgo. Oh, the Fool. Page of Cups. There's the Hierophant. And the Page of Wands. Look at all that page energy here. I'm clarifying a page, and I'm getting 2 pages and a knight. This person was possibly a Virgo too. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or Cancer. This person was somebody who was too bound up in their day-to-day living, too bound up in stuff, money, status to really understand who you were to them. Okay, this person did not understand who you were to them. I'm getting the Fool energy here, and I'm also getting 3, 2, 1 jump. Now, it feels to me like this person, could be from a long time ago, finally realizes. I feel like you're really sad about this person not being in your life right now. You might have had to leave them behind. Look at you. High Priestess and the Empress. So this is the moon. This is Venus. This is about what I love, what I want in my life, what I value, what I'm putting my time and effort into. There is a 3 of Swords here. No doubt. It was hard to leave this person behind. I feel like you thought this person was going to be a life partner or could have been a life partner. I'm getting the Taurus life partner energy here. Now, we have North Node moving into Taurus, or it has moved in already. This weekend, the beginning of very, very, very end of April, we have the eclipse season starting, and it's eclipsed in Taurus. And so eclipse energy is about activation energy. It's about bringing up opportunities that may have gone by in the past, or that may have escaped your notice, like you just weren't even paying attention. And now we're going to, because this opportunity is really important, so we're going to bring it back around to you. I see Page of Wands and Page of Cups here. So this person is coming back. They might make a very, very small offer. This is not about like riding in on their white horse and being like, oh, I was totally wrong about you. This is not that, okay? This is much more like, hey, how about a cup of coffee? Hey, did you see that Red Sox game last night? Hey, right? It's like super light. And you are High Priestess, Empress. This person is like Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. I think they don't know how to talk to you. I think they don't know how to talk to you. They stayed stuck in their old life. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. They stayed stuck in their old life. 7 of Wands, Star, 8 of Cups, and the 6 of Swords. So they resisted and resisted and resisted until they couldn't anymore. It's like they feel compelled to come back to you. They feel compelled to reach out and talk to you. Now, you may be super confused by this. You may be unclear as to what they want from you now. Okay, that's a real thing. 5 of Swords and 7 of Cups. So you might feel this person is being manipulative by showing up again. You may feel that this person has no right to show up again. And, you know, I think you would be right about that, but I think they're going to do it anyway. It's likely them. Come here, Charlie. It's likely them that had the second thoughts. Okay. It's them that, seriously, it's them that might have walked away and might have just let you leave. They let you leave without any kind of conversation, without any kind of, they really resisted talking with you. And I feel like this person is going to show up. So let me, I mean, this is a May reading. Let me ask about timing though. I mean, we got Taurus energy all over this. Sun. Wow. Knight of Wands, fast. Page of Swords, Judgment. This person got, oops, this person really, I'm sorry. Charlie's laying down on the cord. Wow, we're having all kinds of craziness. I think that's that feels like the energy of what's going on here. There's just all this kind of like missed opportunity and a little bit of slapstick. Like, it's quite possible that the Mercury in retrograde is bringing this person back around to talk to you. There were missed opportunities to communicate directly in the past, but now they are ready to work on healing this connection. I feel like you're going to find this very confusing. I see the Sag and Leo energy here too. So we'll look at all the earth signs and we'll look at the earth signs, and we're going to look at Leo, and we're going to look at Sag, Aquarius. All right. This person doesn't, I don't think they're very good at communicating. Oh my God, Libra. Like, you are just trying to like work it out. Like, what's going on here? Why are you back? Why are you reaching out to me? You're going to get the message. This person is going to message quickly. Once they realize how stupidly they behaved, they're going to message quickly to you, but I don't think it's going to make a lot of sense. I think you're going to be like, why are you even here? That might be your reaction. So we're going to continue on with this. But I feel like let's forget about this person for 1 second. I feel like you're on a new path here. So it really is up to you as to whether you want to even engage this person. I feel like in many ways you might feel like they lost their chance. Okay. 4 of Wands, Strength, King of Cups, 3 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. I feel like you might be over this. You might be kind of over this person. I do think you loved them at one point, but if they're not willing to learn anything, and if they're not willing to demonstrate to you that they've learned anything, you are out. So this could be a really quick sideswipe by this person to try and get back in your good graces, but we will see where this goes. I will also look at the hidden truth. What are they really hiding here in the extended? All right, Libra, if you want to continue on with me, the link is below. I'll see you over there. All right. This reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see where we go for the month of May. Feel free to swap around the energies. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right. I'm just here to point shit out. You guys are the ones that are determining what's for you. Okay. So let's see what wants to come through for you in May. Say yes to your open door. I'm going to move this over here. Say yes to your open door. I am a galactic starseed blooming ancestor. Oh my goodness. You are being guided right now, and it feels to me like there's something that has been offered to you or is going to be offered to you that you're going to need to say yes to, okay? It might be a whole change of life. You might actually be moving, okay? The ancestors are really on your path with you, helping you, leading you. So if you're getting some nudges, I'm not surprised, all right? I'm not surprised at all. Ace of Wands underneath. Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, could be dealing with a Sag or a Pisces. 7 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, 4 of Wands. That's the moving card. I see Sag, Aries, Pisces, 2 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. All right, so it does feel pretty good to me, but I do see some confusion and some conflict. You might be, if you are moving in with someone, moving in with a Sag, moving in with an Aries or Pisces, I feel like you might, I don't know, be making this choice out of loyalty or feeling like you don't really have a choice right now in what to do. Let me clarify the 7 of Cups. 2 of Swords, Leo. So you got all the fire signs here. Strength, 8 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. You could be dealing with a fire sign here who is maybe having some second thoughts, or you might be having some second thoughts about this fire sign, okay? It does feel to me like this is a legit offer. This person is wanting to move forward with you. What is the ancestor thing about? What are the ancestors saying? Let's ask about that. Star, 4 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Okay. So I feel like the ancestors are saying that if you're making decisions based on a short-term gain, that's understandable. I feel like there might be multiple moves here. I'm just saying, I don't think this sticks. Now, that being said, in May, we're being asked to make some choices, and it's going to stick around with you for a couple years. So be careful for what you are choosing, because I do see conflict here, and I feel like this person that you're dealing with right now is somebody who might be afraid to say out loud. They might not really be seeing things too clearly or something like that. Why is the Five of Wands here? Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you're making a decision, and this person is on your path. They're here for a purpose, and I feel like they're a bridge. They're a bridge to your new life. This person is not really involved. Well, they are involved in your life long term, but what I mean to say is that they're helping you get from one part of your life to another. This person is very material right now to helping you shift. Now, this could be someone who's offering you a job, somebody who is like a boss, somebody who is an entrepreneur, who's helping you get from one phase of your life to another. This is a bridge. You know, it's like in baseball when they talk about bridge years. Okay, so what that means is that, well, we're not going to win this year, but we're going to try some new things. We're going to work out some kinks, and we're going to use the year productively. Okay, now this could be more than 1 year. This could be 4 years, 4 or 5 years. By the time we get to 5 years, I feel like it's time for you to move on. So let's see. The Ace of Wands, this is a good idea. Okay, that's, 5 years. It's not like, oh, I moved somewhere and then 2 months later I'm like, ew, that was a mistake. It's not like that. Three of Swords, Lovers, King of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Some of you are making a decision to move into this situation, but you're still in another situation. Like you haven't quite finished the other situation yet. You're wanting a new thing. This person is trying to help you get to a new phase of your life. But I feel like there's lots of work to be done here with the old situation. You're definitely making some choices here, though. The person you're dealing with is somebody who is generous and they're wanting to help you. This is legit, okay? It's legit. I also feel like they might regret this if you haven't cleared up the previous relationship. That could muddy the waters here. So you're going to need to clear this up. The previous relationship, you're definitely going to need to clear it up. And I do feel like you are, this person's a bridge. You're going to be moving on from this person. I just feel like there's baggage that isn't being cleared. There's something about the situation that you're coming from that isn't cleared yet. And that work really needs to be done. This is upon you, though. In May, there's like some definitive decisions made. And I do like this Aries energy. We have Jupiter and Mars and Venus all moving into Aries in May. And so this makes me feel like this is a very lucky thing. This is a very expansive thing. It's a good idea. But I think that there's some conversations that need to take place. There's some healing work that needs to take place about the old situation. There's some stagnation in your work. I can see that. And this Sag, Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, Pisces. Okay, I'm going to look at all those in the extended. This person is somebody who could be a little healing or inspirational to you. They are somebody who has done what you want to do. So even if you're not like even if this isn't a love partner or a friend or a boss or anything like that. It's somebody that's inspiring you. Ace of Wands. That's the foundation of this whole thing is, yes, be inspired by this. I do feel this decision is not a bad one. I feel like it requires more conversation. And I also feel like it requires more healing work that you need to do for yourself before things can really clear itself out. This decision or this choice that you're making to say yes is that you're moving into a new phase of your life, which isn't going to be super long. It's going to be more like 2-3 years. You know what I mean? Like, this is a bridge year in baseball. This is a bridge year. So it's not the final destination, but it's a good time to try things out. If you've been wanting to start your own business, this is a good, and I know I'm talking about May and I'm talking about years and all of this kind of stuff, but whatever starts in May, I feel like has several years of opportunities here for you. And I feel like you're going to get a chance to say yes to things and bloom and open up and do the healing work. All right. Do the healing work. The ancestors are like, hey, just so you know, do some healing work, because you don't want to drag that with you into this connection. And I feel like that's possible, that you could be someone who is don't take this the wrong way, but you might be pushing your own agenda a little bit more than you should. This is more about collaboration, and that's something to watch out for. Okay, on both sides, not just you, but on both sides. Somebody, this power dynamic is something to pay attention to. Okay, because that could create some conflict here. All right, and then there's like this moving on scenario. Okay, so I'm going to continue on with this. We could be talking about a Gemini, a Pisces, a Sag, Aries, Leo, Aquarius. All right, I'll look at all those in the extended. Okay, link is below if you want to continue on with me, Scorpio. I'll see you over there. All right, Saggy, your turn. Let's see where we go for you for May. Let's see what's going on. I have done a reading or a video about the 3 things to watch out for in May. So you might want to go check that out. More astrology help. So that might be of some assistance to you. Let's see what's going on for Saggies. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, what's going on here? You will only see the way by making the way. You trailblazer, you. Definitely. Memento mori. There may not be a someday. Interesting. Befriend your fear monster. So it's kind of like you're blazing a new trail here. And it's kind of like now or never. There's some moment here that is going to push you. There might be fears coming up. There might be this awareness that no time like the present kind of a feeling. But because you're blazing a trail, you're blazing the trail like you're like, where's this going? So okay, I can take action, but like, what are we doing here? All right, and the fear might just be about the unknown. So let's see how the reading shows up here. Oh my goodness. 10 of Cups underneath, Queen of Pentacles. My. You're showing up as the Queen of Cups, 8 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. That's Jupiter energy, so that is your sign or your ruling planet there. 6 of Swords, 7 of Wands, King of Swords, Empress, love it, 5 of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. My goodness, that Ace of Pentacles just keeps surfacing. New opportunities, new beginnings, all right? And this is a little bit on the nose here because it's sort of like, okay, when you connect to your heart here, that's the thing that's driving you forward. This is destined and fated to happen, to be, some of you may have a heart chakra awakening. Some of you may just be like, okay, I'm stable and solid and I'm ready to open up that new path. I'm ready to take a risk, all right? And it's likely, let's see who's here. So I see you here, Sag. There's Pisces, there's Aquarius, there's Taurus and Libra. So I'll go deeper into those signs. If you're dealing with those signs, you may not know, but I'll go deeper into those signs in the extended. It's almost like there's the two of you are on a path here, a collision course. All right. And I feel like this person that you're dealing with is very, very logical, very kind of show me the money kind of a person. I keep getting that show me the money kind of a thing. And this person, I feel like you're running on love, they're running on logic. Okay? King of Swords, very Aquarian energy. This person resists a lot of new thinking, a lot of spiritual practice. You know, they're just like, I don't understand why you think this is so important. So there might be some conflict here, but I feel like this is your person. And, you know, some of you know when we talk about twin flame, this may or may not be a twin flame. I'll see if I can get some clarity around that too. Some of you may not understand, or your partners may not understand, your twins may not understand, that it's not that you're exactly the same. I think that's a thing that, and you might be like, okay, Mary Jo, I know this, but like, there's a lot of people out there who think the notion of twin flames mean the people are exactly the same. It's actively not that. It's like you bring something to the table, your person doesn't. They bring something to the table that you don't have. So I'm doing this twin flame research project, which is taking a long time, and it's going to take more time, around the twin flame astrology and seeing what is it, how can you determine twin flames in an astrology chart or astrology reading, a synastry chart, a composite chart, like how am I seeing that? And it's a mirror image, meaning that if you are very spiritual, your person likely isn't. Not that much. Okay? You possess a tool that they don't have. It's almost like bringing together two people, and you are a whole person by yourself. They are a whole person by themselves. But by putting you together, it's like you're unlocking something. You're bringing skills that they don't have and vice versa. And you're like unlocking some kind of mystery. And your person is somebody who is likely if you're spiritual, they're logical. If you're logical, well, you probably wouldn't be watching this if you were super logical, because that is like a dismissal of any kind of things you can't see, any kind of spirit, energy. It's an utter dismissal of that. This King of Swords is what I'm talking about. Not in general, but like logic isn't just about that. But let me just say this to you. This feels to me like this person is resisting actively any kind of spiritual connection. And so I'm going to look at this Hidden Truth Oracle as it relates to this King of Swords. I want to feel that way again. I wish I could share my good news with you. I knew exactly what I was doing. I will wait for a sign from you. So this person is somebody who is going through something good. All right. I feel like they're opening up. Their lives are opening up. And they do have a memory of a connection with you. This could be past life connection. This could be somebody who has had no feelings in a really long time, or has cut themselves off from their feelings. And they do want to feel that way again. And that is not logical. Okay. It's almost like they don't trust their own feelings because it's not in their mind logical. Feelings don't pay the bills. Feelings don't feed the bulldog, like whatever the thing is that they got from their family. But in cutting off feelings, you're cutting off intuition, you're cutting off spiritual connection, all of that kind of stuff. And so this person is very unceremoniously not spiritual. Okay. And they are doing some good things with their life, but I feel like what Spirit wants you to know about this person is they were tactical. They were very, they knew exactly what they were doing whenever they did what they did. So if you felt like they kind of ghosted you, or they disappeared, or they said something nasty, They knew what they were doing. They did. They knew what they were doing. And that might be hard to hear. And it's almost like this person says, I will wait for a sign from you before they come toward you again. They're not going to just reach out. All right. They're not going to just be all of a sudden like, let's get back together or anything like that. Let me ask about this. I will wait for a sign from you. Four of Wands, Tower, Judgment, Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. This person likely ruined this relationship with you. So what's going on in May really has to do with, I think you guys are going to fight it out. I think you're going to hug it out. You're going to, Five of Wands. I feel like you're going to have some kind of conflict with this person. And I don't mean to say it like that. You're going to have some kind of conversation with this person about the connection itself. I feel like you're going to see what their boundaries are. You're going to see what they're pushing back on. And you're going to see it as fear. They're really afraid. They're afraid of this connection. Okay? They're definitely afraid of this connection. You're showing up as Empress and Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. They're showing up as this King of Swords. And I do feel like here we got the Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, you know, stable situation. But this person is going to have some kind of breakthrough. Some kind of magical, mystical breakthrough that they won't be able to explain. They just can't explain it any other way. So there might be some kind of telepathic connection that opens up because they've cut off their feelings. So there's no, this is for a group of Sages that may have connected with someone who they feel has no feelings. All right. And if they don't have any feelings, there might not be a lot of telepathy. There might not be a lot of, they've cut themselves off from their own feelings. So they don't even really, know what's going on in terms of their own intuition. They're just 100% relying on a logical mind. And I feel like you're here to change that for them. That's your purpose in this person's life. Okay, is for them to reconnect to their feelings, and that reconnects them to their spirituality, that reconnects them to their guides and everything like that. All their guides and angels are always around them, but they are absolutely rejecting it. Okay. Let me get one more little thing here. The Seven of Wands is usually about a week. All right, I'm going to ask about timing here. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Emperor. Wow, and the Six of Cups. You guys might have not seen each other for quite a long time if this is a person already in your life. I feel like they finally get clarity around and they take action to come and see you. Okay, in the next 7 days, 7 weeks at the outside, because we're talking about May here. There's something about this person reconnecting with their feelings in May, and that will bring them back around. Okay, so let's go deeper into this. I will look at, now I see Aries here. So, well, we can look at another Sag and Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra, Aries. Okay, so I'll look at all of those. Those may or may not be the signs, but that may be the person you're dealing with. I'll go deeper. Link is below if you want to continue on. This is Sag reading. Next is Capricorn, so you'll see that. Otherwise, come on over with me and see the rest of the Sag. All right, Capricorn, you are up. Let's see where we go. Capricorn, my darling. What is happening for you? Feel free to swap around the energies. As always, I could be talking to a cross watcher, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, let's see what's going on for Capricorn for May 2022. This is your reading. Okay, I'm getting a different spread in my head here, so I'm going to do that. Every cycle is a higher opportunity. I'm a fan of that card. You contain the entire universe encoded within you. You don't need to go anywhere. You got the information yourself. Befriend your fear monster. Let's see what the reading has to say. I'm going to use this Barbara Moore deck. All right, so let's see where we go here. I'm going to do a different spread for you. The spread was showing up in my head, so like, I'm going to go with that intuition. Let's see. Underneath is the Chariot. Could be dealing with a Cancerian. Things could be moving forward very smoothly for you. Let me lay out the whole spread and I'll talk you through it. Three of Pentacles anchored by the Ten of Wands. Hierophant in reverse, anchored by the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Eight of Swords, anchored by the Ten of Cups. And the Seven of Swords, anchored by the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So, I'm seeing Cancer and Taurus and Virgo here, so I'll check those out in the extended. I see your other Earth signs here and the Cancerian. I feel like what you have created in your life has felt like a burden. Okay, what you have right now, this Three of Pentacles. Some of you have your own business. Some of you are working with other people. There's too much of you, all right? I feel like you're doing too much. You're the one who's always making the decisions, or you're the one who's always responsible for everything. And that is becoming a burden. So what's being resisted here is you taking care of yourself. You're not putting yourself first. I had a big talk with my Thursday live group about the difference between self-care and selfishness. And I feel like there might be somebody around you, someone who you respect, who has, and this could be a childhood wound, has told you that self-care is selfish. Okay? And so you do this overworking, over loving, over responsibility, being the one who's always holding the bag. You always feel like you're the one that everybody has to, everybody kind of waits for you to take care of everybody else. It's really about a mindset that you have. This Eight of Swords is you really think that in order to get love, you must do something for someone, or you must be the person that they think you are. You must make them happy, make them comfortable, make them smile, make them enjoy themselves. This is really something that's been drilled into you since you were little. And I feel like, it's really coming to a head right now. Okay, the Ten of Wands. What you're going to be doing in May, so this is for everybody, not just for you, Capricorn, but everybody in May is going to be given some choices. And what we choose in May is we're going to be stuck with it for a couple of years. So sometimes overworking, overgiving, toxic productivity, anything like that, it's time to lighten that load. It's time to let go of habits that you have that are not caring for yourself. I think you got to let go of that mindset that, well, I'm the responsible one. I'm the one that, has to make the reservations, or we don't go to dinner. I'm the one that chooses where we're going next, or nothing happens. Right? If I don't plan a vacation, we don't go on one. And I think it's time for you to get rid of that. You've created a brand for yourself that has made everybody around you lazy. Okay? It's a little codependent that you're wanting everybody to have a good time, and I totally get that. But it's time, the fear is, if I stop doing all this, then I won't get love. That's the fear. And if I stop being the workhorse, then the business falls into disrepair. If I stop taking care of everyone, the family will fall apart. If I don't solve other people's problems, then I don't know who I am. And I want to give you this little thing. This is something that I recognized in myself. I have a little shadow of this too, so I'm with you. When people came to me, here I am on YouTube doing tarot readings, people used to come to me for advice all the time. I mean, you can see it, right? Like it's a theme in my life. And a lot of times what I would say, I would try to give them the answer to the problem. I learned to start saying, oh, that sounds tough. What are you going to do about that? And now that I'm doing this kind of work, I still feel like, okay, I'm sharing scenarios and I'm offering potential advice to people to help them out. But I release it. Like, it's not my job whether people take that advice or they don't. It's your choice whether you're going to listen to your intuition and follow it or you're not. I certainly care if you do, but at the end of the day, it's your decision, right? It's your life. And so what I feel like you're being saved from some kind of burnout. And so really pay attention to this. I'm going to look at this Seven of Swords. Some of you just want to run away. Okay? Let me clarify the Seven of Swords here. Just one card, please. Two of Pentacles. Got too much on the plate. Okay? And some of you just want to ditch it and, ditch school and play hooky for a while, but then you feel like you're going to come back to something that's a disaster, right? Please clarify the Eight of Swords. Ace of Cups. Okay, clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Two of Cups. And one more thing, clarify the Ten of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Look at all that. So this is really about getting rid of too many things. Some of you may, if we're gonna shift into love here for a second, some of you may have a couple of choices or have made a choice in love or are being indecisive about what to do about a love relationship. I do feel like you may feel that you'll never get another chance if you don't keep doing this kind of behavior, that you'll never, if you leave this behind and start fresh and do something new, that you'll never find love unless you follow this kind of behavior. And I'm here to say to you, it's exactly the opposite. There may be a lot of codependency here. This might even collapse, okay? Because you might be right about that this person is only with you because you do everything. Or they were, right? This new situation, now you have a new beginning, Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. You have a new opportunity here to not be this workhorse, to not be the one who does everything for everybody. You have a choice here, and you could be right. The whole thing does collapse because it's built on this idea that I'm the one that keeps everything going. Can we shift into this new opportunity without that? We're going to leave that behind. That's the choice for May, is to leave behind the I do everything for everybody thing. Okay? And you may have had this cycle multiple times. Multiple times. You might be going through this again and again and again. So let's break that cycle. All right? Let's see where we go. I'm going to look at Cancer, Taurus, Virgo. Yep, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo. I'll take a look at those in the extended. Those are likely other people, but we'll see. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on with me. Otherwise, Aquarius starts next. All right, Aquarians, what's going on with you today? Welcome into your May reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If this doesn't resonate for your Aquarius sun sign, check out your Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. Let's see. Those of you who haven't seen it, 3 things to watch out for in May. Put a little link there. And also, I'm going to use this, the Hidden Truth Oracle, in the extended. Any zodiac signs that do show up, I will take some cards. I'll get some cards for each. Fulfill your destiny as a cosmic change maker. Time to step into it. Time to step into it. Oh, I love this card. Galactic Grandmother. Your greatest joy pollinates the world. So Aquarius, I feel like you might be opening up to a new level of communication. You might be getting some messages, some spirit messages. it's like time to step into this new phase of your life. A brand new phase of your life is opening up here. No, I'm going to use this. An ancestor is trying to help navigate for you or clear the way for you, I'm getting. Right? Just completely clear the way. So if you feel like there are some obstacles, or if you feel like, wow, this is so much easier than I thought, some of you really are stepping into doing your work more. And it is, the ancestors are clearing the path. So if you have felt like, oh, I like that 9 of Pentacles on the bottom, it is about self-confidence. I'm going to take that. Let's see what else we got. Oh, check it out. We've got Aries energy here. Lots of planets in Aries in May. That was one of the things I said during that what's going on in May video. I think it's Jupiter and Venus and Mars. Mars is also Aries energy. The natural ruler is Mars, and they're all coming together in Aries energy in May. So you could feel really self-confident, really powerful. Wow, King of Pentacles, Sun, look at you. 8 of Swords, 9 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Swords in reverse, King of Swords, there's your card. King of Swords here. Lovers energy, Knight of Cups, beautiful. Page of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an Aries, a Gemini, a Leo, maybe a Virgo. Okay, and I feel like I'm just going to say this because I do feel like there's this beautiful sun energy, like, wow, I'm really able to do what I want to do. Things are moving fast. Things are opening up for me. There's some kind of thing, some kind of belief that you have that is tripping you up, that I am not allowed to get what I want, that I am not allowed to have it. And this 9 of Swords in reverse is sort of that energy of real anxiety. Okay. So when cards are reversed like this, it can just be you're resisting the thoughts in the middle of the night. You're resisting getting what you want, or it can mean that you are not able to process. You're not able to process this belief system that's holding you back. You're not really even able to see it. Now, this is you, King of Swords. You really are stepping into the new thing. And I feel like it has to do with money and happiness. Like, are you allowed to have money and be happy? I know that might seem like the same thing. Like, if I had money, I'd be happy. You be happy and then you have money. Right? It's like a misunderstanding of what comes first. There's also, for some of you, it could be a feeling that money won't buy happiness, or money can't buy happiness. There's some kind of family belief system that made you feel like success, abundance were outside of your reach. And by the way, this is not a thing that should be concerning to you. Like, don't you worry about that. You're on your path, you're doing your thing, and money and happiness, well, that just seems so frivolous to us. Like, this might be family talking. Like, you really are somebody who doesn't need that. Somebody you don't need anything. There's some kind of really strange family dynamic going on here about you having success and happiness. Like, you might have believed that people who are focused on money, they are not happy people. You might have received the message that those two things are mutually exclusive. Now, there's plenty of miserable rich people, and there's plenty of delightfully happy people who don't have money. But it's not a thing. It's not like if you have a lot of money, that means you're a miserable person. And if you have no money, that means you're happy-go-lucky, right? Like, these are things that came from a childhood messaging to you that may not make any sense to you anymore. Like, you may, be creating all this abundance from your place of joy, being guided by spirit guides, by your ancestors, and it really does expand abundance in your life. And so there's other people who are, they don't like to see other people having success. They don't like to see other people making a lot of money. And it's the thing that might have tripped you up in the past that, no, I'm going to be doing work that is not, that is, it's not making me happy. I'm going to be doing this work out of the goodness of my heart, and I'm not expecting to get paid for it or anything like that. Now, that may sound initially okay, like, all right, well, do something out of the goodness of your heart. That's great. We need you. That's true. But the intention is that money is bad or evil in some way. And so when you're doing quote unquote good work, that means you shouldn't get paid for it. So there's some kind of block here around that. And I can see it sometimes. I definitely received a couple of comments recently that I was like, oh, this person has that. Like, they don't realize that money and abundance flows from joy. And there's definitely a block here. So it could be a self-esteem issue because we have the Nine of Pentacles here and the Emperor. Some of you may feel like in order to be really in leadership, that means you're a narcissistic egomaniac. And some of you may feel that to create a lot of wealth in this life means you're a miserable person, means you're an evil person or something like that. I think this is going to be rectified for you by a partner, by a person who comes into your life and shows you that abundance flows from joy. And I think it's going to be considerably life altering, so that you may be like, oh, I am allowed to get what I want in this life. I am allowed to create wealth for myself. I'm allowed to get paid for my work, to get adequately paid for the work and time I put in. I'm allowed to do all this. This person is teaching you. Page of Pentacles. Person could be, like I said, Aries, a Leo, a Gemini, could have some earth energy to them. But they already know this. It's just like, it's not a thing for them. They didn't have a family that said, you're not allowed to make money. I know this sounds really ridiculous, but the messages come through to kids like, you don't know how people absorb things. And there was some kind of belief system in your family or in this, in your life, in your travels, that said, if you were really here to do some good work, that you should be doing it for free. And there is a law in the universe that is the law of equal exchange. Meaning, if you are putting energy out into the world, then energy is returned to you. So in this culture, we have money. Money is how we do it, right? Like, you put time and effort into something and expertise, you learn something over the course of your life, and you share that with other people. There is an expectation that there is some kind of equal exchange here, because you need to go on doing your work. You need to have food, shelter, clothing, and keep a roof over your head and all that kind of stuff. And those people need to get benefit from your good work. So this fallacy, and I think this does happen, there are some in the spiritual community that really do have, I see it in the comments. There's a couple of comments that really make me go, oh, I see that. This is a mindset. This is a block around abundance. It's an anger for other people doing work in the world and being compensated for that work or whatever it is, and they're angry about it. So you might have experienced that with your family, that, in order to embrace abundance, there's got to be some kind of like hacking off of your own, like, you don't get anything, you don't get to live, you don't get to survive, you just have to be here to serve and all of that. And I feel like you are definitely serving, and the universe is openly abundantly showering wealth or something on you, and other people might be a little upset by that. Okay? So it's a long way around the barn here. But I think this person is going to show you that there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Like, you're good. You're out there giving your gifts, and the universe is thanking you by bringing through abundance, right? The universe, you're allowing abundance into your life, and it's not you, okay? This is just a mindset that's coming from somewhere else. This person that's coming in is really going to teach you this. So we're going to go deeper into this. I will use this hidden oracle truth, the hidden truth oracle, and I will look at Aries, Leo, Gemini, and possibly the earth sign. I'll just throw some cards for the earth signs too. All right, so link is below if you want to continue with me, Aquarius. I'll see you over there. Pisces, you're next, baby. Let's see where we go here. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Feel free to swap around the energies as always. Bum, bum. I could be talking to a cross watcher, so let's see where we go here for Pisces in the month of May. Pisces in the month of May. What is going to be happening for you guys? Please bring messages for those watching. All right, let's get right to it. Pisces, wandering path. Enjoy the journey. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. I like this. I like this very much. Narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully. This makes me feel like in the past you might have been a little bit, or have felt a little bit less directed, a little bit meandery, a little bit like you don't know what's next or what's coming next, and so you're just going to kind of go with the flow and everything like that, which is absolutely Piscean awesomeness. I feel like what's coming up in May, we are going to have a lot of energies to deal with in May that are going to be conflicting, but let's just call it contrast. Okay, let's just call it contrast. So we're going to have this beautiful Jupiter energy, this beautiful opening up energy. And then in the middle of the month, we're going to have this full moon in Scorpio, which is going to kind of open up the vault in terms of our wounds or our healing. Whatever we need to see is going to be shown to us in this full moon. And what we need to release is going to be shown to us. And we might be deeply affected by that or deeply connected to that. Okay, so let's see where we go with the reading. Where are we going with the reading? Any zodiac signs that do show up, I will look at them in the extended. Okay, yes, I will. Ace of Swords. Every time I say something and the Ace of Swords shows up, it's like a yes from the universe. So Queen of Swords, anchored by the Two of Swords. Eight of Wands, anchored by the Judgment card. Oh, that's interesting. Nine of Pentacles, anchored by the Four of Wands. And the Knight of Cups is anchored by the Sun. What lovely energy showing up for you. I'm seeing Leo here so far. I'm not seeing anything else, but I will do some clarification. Leo and possibly air signs. But I feel like this is you. I feel like you are now, you know, Queen of Swords, Eight of Wands, working on your own self worth, self-awareness, which is exactly what needs to happen in this energy of May. What did I write down? I wrote something down about the eclipses. We're having an eclipse at the end of April here. I'm doing this right then. And it does feel like that we are being asked this month, because of the eclipses that we're having in Taurus and in Scorpio. They're affecting the North Node. That is where the North Node is right now. Taurus is in Taurus North Node and Scorpio South Node. So we're having this eclipse, and eclipse is activation energy. So in May, Taurus, which happens at the end of April, is affecting or activating this energy of, do I feel truly satisfied? Do I feel safe? Do I feel loved? Do I feel cherished? Do I feel nurtured? Am I doing these things for myself? Am I only getting them from outside people and I need to do more of that for myself? Or am I doing that for myself and I'm in kind of a vacuum, right? Like I've done the job of clearing out. I feel like a lot of us, and I'm getting this from you, Pisces, have cleared a lot of stuff that isn't that energy. But now it's like the way we work on our boundaries, the way we work on our wounds is not in a vacuum. That's kind of like, okay, yes, cool, I'm healed. but you only know how healed you are when you come in contact with other people. That's why there's been some comments I've seen over the last year about like, why are all the readings about relationships? I'll tell you why. First of all, because relationships are the laboratory in which we grow. We only create growth in ourselves through friction and friction with other people. So it may not be a love relationship, you know, it might be a family relationship or just a pattern, like kind of a, it doesn't have to be an actual person in front of you. It can be just like a pattern or something like that. But working with those relationship triggers, boundaries, experiences is the way we know we've grown. Okay? And the way we move through life, the way we, you know, set our markers of progress, can be about how well we're doing with that. And since we have this North Node in Taurus energy, we're having this eclipse in the beginning of the month of May, end of April. I feel like that is showing us what still needs work or what still is not quite there. Okay. And if you feel fulfilled and safe and loved and cherished and all of those things from yourself and from other people, bonus, right? Like that is, you are winning. I feel like right now we're having this, Pisces is learning to be more Queen of Swords like and learning to communicate our boundaries, Nine of Pentacles here. And that is going to create happy relationships, Knight of Cups and the Sun card. What's underneath here is this, like, your truth, okay, is the awareness that you need to protect your heart more. Okay, that's something that is on the docket for May here. It's time to protect our gentle heart, in the sense that we don't open up, fillet ourselves for just anyone, right? We are more choosy about how we are communicating. We are more choosy about the people we're allowing in our lives and things that we don't allow. We're learning to communicate in a more Queen of Swords like, non-emotional. Not every conversation you have has to be an emotional meltdown. And in fact, I think that's what you're learning. And in order to, you know, people don't have to do what you say. You know, like, this is a boundary for me. People don't have to respect that. But you have the right to go. You have the right to say it, and you have the right to enforce it however you want. And you have the right, if someone's running roughshod over your, how you are growing and progressing in this life, you have the right to not have that relationship. But I feel like that's in the past. I feel like that's something that you might have struggled with in the past, but now, Queen of Swords, love it, okay? And if you haven't gotten there, you will in May, because May is going to have zero patience for zero patience for holding on to any old toxic patterns. By the time we get to that eclipse, May 16th, that's the time when you might really see the things that need to be released. So over the first couple of weeks, keep your eyes open if you have some conflicts with people or whatever. Learn how to communicate non-emotionally. Right? Pisces, this is kind of it's your opposite, well, it's the opposite sign of Virgo a little bit, about day-to-day routines and how I communicate very evenly and grounded. And you just want to balance yourself. Astrology and tarot and every kind of tool under the sun is all about balance. It's all about bringing you into balance. And that's the goal of every tool, of healing, of all of that, is feeling balanced. Other people are going to do what they're going to do. Okay. And you can choose how to react. In the past, you may have reacted out of emotion. You might have reacted out of fear, whatever it is. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing that you really have learned, progressed, grown, healed, done a lot of work. And so I'm saying to you, like, heads up, pay attention, because what's happening in May is you might open up your next level gift, right? If you've done some of this healing work and come to a place where you're cool with it. You're cool with, like, okay, if someone runs over my boundary, I know exactly what to do. It's not an indictment of me. It's not it's not persecution of me or anything like that. It's just somebody else doing their thing. And I have the right to say, hey, you know what? That's not something I really want in my life, or I just don't feel good when that kind of happens. So then you have the right to decide what to do about it. And I feel like now that you're having these really good boundaries, this beautiful energy of love and healing, and it's like bright, sunny skies ahead. Okay. And some of you do have a love partner coming in because of this, because you've been able to balance yourself. Any kind of clarity around Queen of Swords, because Queen of Swords, I like that it's the queen and not the king. The king is a little bit of a crusty bastard. Okay. So the queen is, because it's feminine energy in that sword, might be seen as cool or aloof, but king, I mean, the King of Swords, cool or aloof, is kind of like their cheery, warm and fuzzy side. King of Swords can be really kind of nasty. Queen of Swords is, because she has her hand out here, is more of a generous, clear. I'm all about clear communication. So please clarify the Queen of Swords. Okay, look at that. So 5 of Pentacles. I'll keep going here. 5 of Pentacles. Come a long way. That's what I'm getting here. Yes. Ace of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. You've come a long way. 9 of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful energy here. This says to me that all the things I just said was not always the case. And it was taking you down a road that was going to lead you into some tough circumstances. Because if you're emotionally dysregulated, there's a buzzword for you. If you're not able to handle other people's completely tone deaf responses to you, or running over your boundaries, if you're not able to handle that, I feel like you could put yourself outside of people. And that's not where you're being led right now. What you're being led to do is learn how to be part of us, part of the collective, part of relationships, and still maintain your sovereignty, still maintain your autonomy, still maintain your good high vibe energy. It's not about you that these people are doing things, it's about them. So the faster you can get into that vibe, then you are available to have what you want. This has been the sticking point. This has absolutely been the sticking point. One more clarification here on the Knight of Cups. I want to see what's coming in. 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, oh my gosh, 5 of Swords, and the Chariot. I kind of like this. It's like 5 of Swords sometimes can be manipulation. But I feel like in this instance with the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles, you might have had manipulative people around you, people who are making you do all the work, but actually you're kind of recognizing that was your choice. You don't have to do that. You don't have to become super codependent. And when you recognize that, that's when we can move forward. So I do feel like you might have a Cancer or a Leo coming in, Cancerian or a Leo coming in. So let's see about that. I'll also look at air signs just for ha-has. Okay. All right. And I'm also going to do this Hidden Truth Oracle in the extended. So we'll see about this person. Okay. Pisces, link is below if you want to continue on with this reading, if this is your reading. Otherwise, Aries starts right now. What's going on, Aries? Let's see how you're doing this month. This reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right. Any zodiac signs that I see in the reading, I will look at them in more depth in the extended. Okay. Let's see where we go for Aries. What is going on with you, my darling? Woo! Okay. Unknown territory. Fellow travelers and transformation. This one fell out, so we're going to use that. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. Okay, and this makes me feel a little bit like you might have gone through something recently and you have now stopped trying to make it on your own. Okay, I know that's Aries. It's a little bit on the nose for Aries, but we do have a lot of Aries energy this month. In May, we have Jupiter, Venus, and Mars moving into Aries. And that, Aries, Mars is your planet, right? Is your ruling planet. So with Jupiter and Venus there's this beautiful expansion. I think it's gonna feel really good to Aries this month. Now, you may find your tribe. You may find, this is about balance. So if you felt like you have been wandering the wilderness for a while, you may, not suddenly, but it may occur to you that support is all around you, that you are really shifting out of old patterns, and it's okay to trust what's coming in. All right. So Aries, what's going on for you, my darlings? Let's see. Underneath is the Star, Wheel of Fortune. That's Jupiter again. 7 of Swords, King of Cups, 8 of Wands, the Strength card, 8 of Pentacles. Lots of 8 energy here. Wow. Devil energy, King of Swords, and the Judgment card. So I do feel like you are healing some patterns here. You might be healing the patterns of not being able to express yourself well. Okay. This is something that is being healed. If you have had trouble with communication, right, you might have dealt with people who were very manipulative to you. This is something that's being healed, at least being worked on. 8 of Wands is communication, and we have this 8 of Pentacles energy. In the middle here is the Strength card, and the Strength card is about overcoming situations. It's about not running away from things. You see how she's kind of stroking the lion. All right. It's Leo energy. It's also another fire sign. But this person that you might be dealing with, or your, surroundings, let's just say, may show you that you have done a lot of work. You've done a lot of healing. And now you might have someone coming in who is trying to manipulate you, trying to get one over on you. And you're like, excuse me, it's plain as the nose on your face. Like, I don't think you're really going to I think you're going to be a little bit maybe crotchety about this because this person is manipulative. They're not saying what they mean. They're not doing what they say. This could be an old pattern for you, and you're kind of like, you know what? I'm just not there anymore. You see it, right? King of Swords. You're seeing the patterns that have held you back. You're seeing the situations that have made you feel weak. But what's happening is you're getting a clarity. You're no longer under this cloud of communication, lying, no boundaries. You're not there anymore at all. Okay. And I love this Aries energy in May for you, because it's going to feel really good. You're going to feel like you're able to move forward quickly. It's going to feel like you are, I don't know, like supernatural, right? Like you're Joe Dispenza, right? Like supernatural, like you're able to see people's nonsense. And I don't feel like you react emotionally at all. Okay. I don't really feel like that at all. I feel like you are clear as a bell. Yup, that's toxic. Nope, that's not for me. And it's not a thing. There's no, it's possible that in the past, if this was you, that you may have been feeling that you needed to coax, cajole, lobby. That's all another words for trying to get someone to do something that they're saying they don't want to do. Okay. And they might come from a neutral background, and you might come from a neutral place too in this argument or in this conversation. But in the past, you might have been much more emotional about things like this. Now, this new place or this new people have really, fellow travelers, have really changed your mind and changed the way you deal with things. You might be in company with some other like-minded souls or like-minded spirits or other people who are doing the same kind of healing work, and that might feel good. But as I said, in Pisces, you only know how far you've come when you hit a challenge. All right. And so you might be hitting a bit of a challenge here, but I like this King of Swords. Judgment card says to me, okay, now what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Are you going to stay in kind of this cycle of things, that you were attracting people who were pushing you on this particular point, whatever it is, especially when it comes to feelings. You may not have been very good at speaking your feelings, or you may have been with someone who was not good at speaking their feelings. And that is over. I feel like you're now, like, says to me, very determined. I'm no longer going to have that kind of partner. I'm no longer going to be that kind of partner. I'm going to start speaking my feelings. Ta-da! All right, so let me clarify a little bit. I want to understand this King of Cups, please. I love it when they jump out like that. 9 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups. You're dealing with somebody who, and this could be you or this could be the other person, so just feel free to swap things around. Says they don't want a relationship, but then to you, but then you see them and they're dating somebody, okay? Says they are not interested, but yet they keep texting you. So there's just some like unclear motivation behind this person. They're going to, enjoy, like, you spend weeks together and then they ghost you and disappear. If this is that person, I feel like you're very stable and balanced here. You're doing your work. This person could be a work partner or a work person, somebody who talks a good game but then never steps up and does anything. Something along those lines. Hermit, Magician in reverse, Queen of Swords, and the Lover's card. So I definitely see... this is Gemini, lots of Gemini energy here. So some of you may have, even though I'm doing this reading for Aries, some of you may have some Gemini history with people who are Gemini, or whatever Gemini you have in your chart, because we all have everything. It's just not as loud. Like, my Gemini is really loud, but somebody else's Gemini may not even really show up in their life. They still have it, though. It's still in their chart. Just may not have a lot of planets there or something like that. But you still have it. Communication may not be the thing that everybody needs to work on, but I feel like with Gemini here and with this 7 of Swords about people lying and people not communicating with you, that is the thing to work with. Communication. So Gemini, Virgo, Leo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Sag, and Pisces. You got a lot here. I feel like you've been working on being King of Swords, Queen of Swords. I like the Queen of Swords because it's a more feminine energy, and you might be the person who's teaching this person how to communicate better. Okay, and I feel like you need to stand your ground here. You have strength in the King of Swords. Judgment, you're making some kind of decision as to whether to stay in a relationship like this or to move on. Not every relationship we have has us working on the same things. Some relationships push us to learn about boundaries. Some relationships push us to learn about communication. Some relationships push us to be better in some other way that I'm not even talking about right now. So let's look at all this. Aquarius, Sag, Pisces, Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini. Okay, Aries, link is below if you want to continue on with me, if this is your reading. Otherwise, happy May.